Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ogren Park, Allegiance Field at Ogren Park. Chris Stratton from Missoula Prep Sports Network, as we've got Game 8 of the 2019 Missoula Mavericks Memorial Tournament with the Coeur d'Alene Lumbermen taking on the Butte Miners. We do have a change in the lineup right here at the last second as we just went on air. So we will go ahead and make that change. Eric Hart in the lineup, and we'll give you the full disclosure here in just a moment. So the Butte Miners are the designated home team, the away team, Coeur d'Alene Lumberman. For the Lumberman, it'll be Jake Brown to lead things off. He's the shortstop. Number 24, Marcus Manzardo is the second baseman, batting second. Batting third is number 14, Alex Carnes, the third baseman. The catcher, number 34, Trent Elstad, is your fourth batter. Batting fifth, 31, Brendan Gay, the designated hitter. The first baseman, Peyton Childers, is number 17, batting sixth. Batting seventh is number 2, Landon Thompson. He's going to hang out in left field. The center fielder will bat eighth. That's number 25, Riley Smith. And the right fielder, number 16, Quinn Consis, will be your last batter. Number 3, David Crack, is your pitcher for Coeur d'Alene. For the Butte Miners, leading things off, the center fielder, number 7, Rylan Richards. The second baseman, Scout Allen, number 4, will bat second. Batting third is number 11, Ryan Wall. He is on the pitcher's mound. Aiden Lee will bat fourth. Number 5, he is the first baseman. The third baseman will bat fifth. That's number 8, Peyton Heddick. Reese Cox, number 23, will bat sixth. He's the shortstop. Hunter Buney, the catcher, number 22, will bat seventh. Added into the lineup at the last second is Eric Hart, number 9. He is in right or left field. And finishing out the order, number 1, Egan Lester, is your right fielder. So we get ready to go here as a little bit of moisture starts to come down as we start the game. Leading off is Jake Brown, the shortstop. Ryan Wall, the pitcher, as we mentioned in the lineup. And it's just a little dribble. We did see some stuff coming over the hill on radar as Wall gets ready to deliver the first pitch of the game, and it's going to be fouled down the first baseline. First pitch is at 3:24. We've got a game time temp of 57 degrees, a wind 16 miles an hour out of the north. So a first pitch foul will start things off. 0-1. Second pitch by Wall is dropped in to even us out at 1 on the count. So Coeur d'Alene 0-1 as they would fall to Bozeman in the third game yesterday. Game 4 on the tournament as we get ball 2. Butte is 0-2. They would fall to Great Falls in the first game of the day yesterday, and then Vauxhall would take down the Miners in game 2. Here's the pitch by Wall, and we'll come back in for ball 3. So 3-1. Our officials behind the plate is Klein Voorhees and Max E. Cannon Jr., the third in the field. Here's the pitch by Wall. And that will take us to ball 3 now. So I am off on the count. 3-1 now officially. Final game of the day is at 6 o'clock. It's going to be these Coeur d'Alene Lumbermen taking on the Missoula Mavericks. And then we get back into action again tomorrow, as this one is going to be inside, and that is a walk to start the game. So we come to Scout Allen with 1 on and no outs. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. It is Marcus Manzardo with the the ground ball. Will be out number 1. It does move the runner to second. So Alex Carnes, the third baseman, as Manzardo is the first out. I apologize, fans, as I had the sheet turned over the wrong way. Doing manual scoring here so that I can keep up with what these young men are doing. Here's the pitch, and that will be outside for ball 1. Ryan Wall on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. A runner at second in Jake Brown, who moved over there after he was walked. Here's the 0-1, and Voorhees for strike 2. And I got to remember with Klein Voorhees that he has a delay in his call, so I'll be waiting a moment before I bark out the call. 0-2 on, and the pitch. A bouncer out to the second baseman. He'll have the throw to first, and that will be just ahead of the runner for out number 2. The slap shot to the second baseman advances Brown to third, and 2 outs on the board. Takes us to Trent Elstad with 1 on and 2 outs. So the Bucks of Bozeman would take down Coeur d'Alene 11-2 yesterday in Game 3, as we get a pitch in for ball 1. Elstad 0 for 3. He had a walk and a hit by pitch yesterday. Walked in his first at bat, a hit by pitch his second. Here's Wall with the delivery, and that will get a strike 1. 1-1 on the count. Want to welcome in and say hello to the fans viewing, whether you're a Coeur d'Alene fan, a Butte fan, or just a baseball fan in general. Here's the 1-1. And Voorhees will bark out strike 2. 2 outs with a runner at third for the Lumbermen here as we start things off. And moisture coming down as we have a storm building to the south of us. And a strikeout to end the side. So Coeur d'Alene will get one on off the walk, but he's left behind, and we stay goose eggs on the board. Butte will have their first at-bat right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Stitches of Missoula.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratt from the Missoula Prep Sports Network, as we've got a light drizzle coming down here at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park. The Coeur d'Alene Lumbermen and Butte Miners Lumbermen with 1 left behind and no runs in the opening inning. So we come to the bottom of the first, where Butte will have their chance to bat, and it is Rylan Richards to lead things off, the center fielder. So Richards, Allen, and Wall on the schedule here. In the bottom of the first. Warming up on the mound is David Crack. And I'm sorry, folks. I can't see. If you could move.
Baby, I guess you can.
Yeah. You're fine to sit there, but the umbrella I can't see, so I apologize.
Okay. I was like, oh, he'll be able to see. It's so small.
Nope, I'm short. So we come to Rylan Richards to lead things off for the Miners. Richards, Allen, and Wall. Rylan Richards in center field, and we would actually have Rylan Richards pitch yesterday against Great Falls. And then he would get into bat against Vauxhall. And the first pitch is over the plate for strike one. Here's the pitch. And a bouncer to the third baseman. He'll have it in the glove. The throw over to first, and that is out number one. For these Lumbermen, yesterday's game against Bozeman would be their first game of the Legion season, as Idaho has high school baseball. Montana does not, so Legion play just getting underway for the Idaho teams. Here's the delivery. And a swing for strike one. Here's the pitch. And this one will be right to the pitcher off of his knee. Third baseman will come up to field it. The throw will not be made, and that will put a runner on for the Miners. So we go to the pitcher, Ryan Wall, with Scott Allen at first and one out. But as I was mentioning, the Lumbermen getting into their Legion season officially against Bozeman yesterday. Pitch on the way. And Voorhees will bark out strike one. And talking to a couple of the players, they play from March until, well, obviously just within the last couple of weeks. And then it's a total of 25 games that they played during their high school season. Here's the pitch. And this one's punched high over the dugout down the first base line, and we move to strike two. So 0-2 on the count. So Wall with an 0-2 count, one out and a runner at first. The throw to first will be made, as it looks as though the moisture has died off here. Fans ducking under the picnic area down the first base line. The Allegiance Field at Ogren Park, as this one's just past the glove. The toss to second, the drag on the bag. The throw to first is not made, and the runner will get on off of the error with two outs.
First baseman number 5, Aiden Lee.
Brings up the first baseman, Aiden Lee. Runner at second with one out here in the bottom of the first. Teams looking for their first runs of the game. And a hard hit by Lee. The throw to first, and that will be the side. So one left behind for Butte. We go to the top of the second, scoreless. You're listening to Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning. Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at mpsn406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top of the second inning between the Coeur d'Alene Lumbermen and the Butte Miners. Goose eggs on the scoreboard after one as Ryan Wall warms up. It's the 5, 6, 7 batters for Coeur d'Alene as the designated hitter, Brendan Gay, number 31, comes to the plate. So the Lumbermen in a situation where they're just trying to figure out where guys are going to go and where they fit in. Now the Lumbermen, if I remember my history correctly, did not have a team last year, as Wall will deliver the first pitch over the plate for strike one. The Mavericks usually take a trip over to Coeur d'Alene to play the Lumbermen towards the end of the year. Usually after the Rapid City trip they do for the Firecracker Tournament, as this one will come in for ball one to even us out on the count. Peyton Childers in the on-deck circle. Here's the 1-1, and we'll get strike two to Gay. We didn't see Gay yesterday against Bozeman. I thought we might have seen him pitch. He did go into the bullpen, but was quickly pulled out before the game was over. Here's the roller to the third baseman. It's between his legs, and Gay is going to reach off of the air. Takes us to Peyton Childers. With one on and no outs, and we get more of the drizzle. Sounds like it's picking up a little bit. Still a light rain though. Pitch on the way. And it's high for a ball. Childers did get some time yesterday. He would go 0 for 4. Did walk twice, though. As he's going to put this one hard into right field, and that one's going to tag off the fence. Runners are going to move. That's going to be a stand-up double for Childers. With runners at second and third now, there's no outs on the board for the Lumbermen. Takes us to the left fielder, Landon Thompson. Wall with the stretch as we hear the rain pick up now. And Voorhees will raise the fist for strike one. Thompson settles in and Wall delivers. Outside off the knee, but the runners will hold and will go 1-1 on the call. The catcher for Butte is Hunter Buney. Rain starting to pick up a little bit, as you can hear it on the tin roof. the 1-1. And a slapper to the third baseman. He'll look to third, throws to first, high throw, but it is there for out number 1. Runners stay at second and third. Moves to the number 8 spot batter, Riley Smith, who's hanging out in center field today. Smith, a lefty. He would bat the number 9 spot yesterday against Bozeman. 1 for 3 with a single and a strikeout. He'll swing on the first pitch for strike 1. 1 out here in the top of the second. Coeur d'Alene with runners at second and third. Each team with a hit, but somebody's looking for their first run. Coeur d'Alene with the threat at third in gate. Here's the pitch. And this one will go foul for strike 2. And Ryan Wall is one that the Mavericks have seen, as MPSN is the streaming provider for the Mavericks. But we've seen Ryan Wall over the last couple of years. He is a standout athlete in the Butte area. Pitch on the way. And we get ball 1. 1 and 2 on the count. Wall will deal the pitch and a swing, and we'll have a strikeout for out number 2. Bottom of the order for Coeur d'Alene, and Quinn Consis with 2 outs and runners at second and third. Now, Coeur d'Alene was able to get the leadoff batter on off the walk and moved around to third, but defense by Butte would leave him there. Let's see if Coeur d'Alene can get something out of these two. Pitch on the way. And inside on the plate for the lefty for strike 1.
So inside, wasn't it? Take it next time. Is that inside? Almost hit him.
Here's the 0-1 as Wall will stretch. Foul shot back over the backstop to go 0-2. We've got some fans braving the stands in the light rain here. Most of the Butte fans huddled up under the awning in the picnic area down the first base line. And this one will take a ride right over the pitcher's head. Runner Gay will come home, and that brings the runner from second around to third and slides in. And Coeur d'Alene will strike blood first with a single 2 RBI shot by Consis. So we swing to the top of the order to Jake Brown with a runner at first and 2 outs. And the throw to first, Max will say safe. As some of the fans now moving up out of the stands. Not sure. Have to take a look at the radar to see how long this is going to be hanging out. As a pitch over the plate for strike 1 to Brown. As I mentioned with the last batter, Brown reached off the walk. And it looks like we've got quite a bit of moisture coming up from the south. Throw to first. That one was close. I think if Wall had that ball up a little bit higher, the pickoff would have happened at first. So now we look at 0-1 to Brown. Wall with the delivery. Runner's going to go. Throw to second is made on target and not in time, as Consis will slide into second for the stolen base. Pitch thrown was a ball, so 1-1 on the count. The Lumbermen going to work here. In the second inning, they've earned 2 runs and trying to put another one in position. Brown facing 1-1 on the count. Wall will stretch. And a blooper to the shortstop. Here's the throw to first, and it is in time. 2 runs earned with 1 left behind, and the Lumbermen take the lead 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Back with the bottom of the second right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the second inning where Coeur d'Alene leads 2-0 over the Butte Miners. Leading off for the Miners is Peyton Heddick, the third baseman. So 5, 6, 7 batters scheduled as Heddick will take this one for a bounce into right field and load up to start off for the Miners. Brings up Reese Cox, the shortstop, number 23, as the rain continues to come down here at Allegiance Field. Here's the pitch and a swing for strike 1. For Cox yesterday, against Great Falls, 0 for 2 with a strikeout his first at bat. And he would not see time against Vauxhall. Here's the stretch by Crack. And he'll float one in there for strike 1 to even the count out. So winners today, Vauxhall and Bozeman. Vauxhall, the only team 3-0 on the tournament. Bozeman is now 2-1 after a win over Coeur d'Alene last night, and we get a ball pitch for ball 2. And then the Mavericks would force 8 innings against Bozeman, a conference game, as we get a low pitch for ball 3, 3-1 on the count, and just have to wonder if that moisture is affecting the pitch. Crack's going to go ahead and stamp the mud off of his feet as he's going to settle himself in on the first base side of the rubber. Here's the pitch as the runner's going to go. The throw is made and off target. We'll have a strikeout for out number 1 as the runner gets the free base. We come to Hunter Buney, the catcher now for the Miners. The stretch and the pitch by Crack, and it'll come in for ball 1. Buney at the plate with Eric Hart in the on-deck circle with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Nope, Crack's going to step off the rubber. Pitch on the way. Swing, and this one's going to find the gap in right field. They'll bring the runner around from second as he charges his way home.
And the Miners find themselves on the board for the first time this weekend with the single by Buney. That brings in Heddick. So Eric Hart, the right fielder, will come to the plate with 1 on and 1 out. And a swing on the first pitch for strike 1. The Miners on Saturday would go with 1 hit between 10 innings, no runs earned. Today they've got their 4th hit, as this one's going to bounce in left field, and their first run of the tournament. So that puts runners at first and second as the bottom of the order, Egan Lester, the right fielder, comes to the plate. Trent Elstad goes out to visit with Crack momentarily. And the runner at second, tying his shoe. Now we are ready to play as Cannon points to Voorhees. Maxie Cannon Jr. somewhat of a legend here in Missoula, as he's had, from the umpire perspective, bunt showing, pitch comes in for strike 1, but locally here, Cannon would have something special, as Mount Sentinel Little League would dedicate field number 10 to him. So it's the field 10, Cannon field 10. Bunt showing. This one's going to be laid down. It will be playable. Picked up by the catcher, and the throw to first is made, but the runner's already there, and that loads up the bases with 1 out. Swings us to the top of the order now for the Miners, as Rylan Richards, the center fielder, comes to the plate. Loaded bases with 1 out. Miners have earned 1 run to make it 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's Crack with the pitch, and he'll find the plate for strike 1. And for Montana Legion Baseball, as the pitch comes in and we get a swing for strike 2, the Miners have moved to the A level, trying to build their program this year, as they have played at the AA level, but numbers were limited, so they decided to go down to the A level rather than trying to field 2 teams, and we'll have a strikeout for out number 2. So both outs on the inning coming off the K as we come to Scout Allen for the second time today. He is 1 for 1 with a single. He's going to go ahead and bounce this one out. Third baseman will have the throw to first on target, and that is the side. So the runner not coming home before the out, that will leave 3 behind for Butte, and they get on the board 2-1. Top of the third right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck, because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. As we have the Butte Miners and the Coeur d'Alene Lumbermen with the rain coming down here at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park. Top of the third inning. It's a one-run game, 2-1 in favor of the Lumbermen. John Wall for his third inning of duty on the mound. We do have rain coming down here at the park, but both our officials, Voorhees and Cannon, letting this play through. And taking a moment as they were waiting for Buney to get his gear on. For the Lumbermen, it's Marcus Manzardo to lead things off. So 2, 3, 4 on the schedule for the Lumbermen, and Manzardo will jog to the plate. And Voorhees will give up a fresh ball. So Manzardo settles in with Alex Carnes in the on-deck circle. Wall, as Manzardo trying to find grip in the moist ground. Wall is doing the same thing. So everybody trying to find some traction as we get moisture on the field. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a roller to the shortstop. Here's the throw to first. It's high, but the bag is stuck, and that is one pitch, one out for Wall. Brings us to Alex Carnes with one out and nobody on for the Lumbermen. Both teams looking for their first win of the tournament. Coeur d'Alene will have a second game against Missoula at 6. Here's the pitch. And will be high for ball 1. Carnes his first at bat with a ground ball to the second baseman. Here's the 1-0. And a punch high into right field. Right fielder searches for it in the glove, and that's 2 away. 2 pitches, or 3 pitches, 2 outs here in the third. As Trent Elstad comes to the plate. Sounds like it's starting to lighten up. Just judging by the pitter-patter on the tin roof, as Buney will get a new ball out there to Wall. Pitch on the way. And a bouncer foul down the third base line to start out with strike 1. Elstad would be the final batter in the first inning, as he would be struck out against Wall. Here's the 0-1. And we get ball 1 to even it out. Elstad settles in, and Wall leans in to get the pitch. Now the stretch and the set. And the inside pitch will get us ball 2. 2-1. Moisture starting to build up. On the infield. Here's the pitch, and Voorhees will bark out strike 2. So we get an even count at 2. Wall with the stretch and the delivery. And a strikeout for the side. No runs, no hits, and we stay at 2-1 on the scoreboard. We'll be back with the bottom of the third right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network at a rainy Allegiance Field at Ogren Park as the Coeur d'Alene Lumbermen lead the Butte Miners 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. David Crack with his third inning of pitching. It is Ryan Wall, the pitcher, to lead off for the Miners. Miners were able to swing back with a run in the bottom of the second to make it 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard as the rain dies off to a light drizzle now. Pitch on the way. And finding the plate for strike one. Wall reached off an error, his first at bat today. As we get one dropped in here for ball two, or strike two, I apologize. 0-2. Pitch on the way, and a good job by the catcher to keep it in front of him. Does get us ball one. And heavy job for the catchers out there for this game with the moisture, as it's kind of turned into a bit of a mess out there at home plate. 2-2 on the count. And the pitch. Strike three, and that will be out number one for Butte. Takes us to David Lee with one out and nobody on. Rain slowing up here. Radar does show more on the way. Here's Crack with the pitch, and he'll be outside on the left-handed batter for ball one. For Lee, he would have a ground out to the second baseman to finish the first inning. And he's going to put this one into center field. Center fielder's back there tracking it, and it's in the glove to put two away. So we move to Peyton Heddick with two outs and nobody on. Here's the pitch. And that one's over the plate for strike one. For Heddick, he would reach off a single his first at bat to start the second inning. And this one will be fouled into the netting for strike two. 0-2. And now the rain picks up a little bit more. Here's the pitch. And a foul ball onto the concourse down the first base line. Keeps Heddick alive at 0-2. Two outs on the board, nobody on. Bottom of the third. 7 innings scheduled for the game as a swing will strike out the batter for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 for Butte in the third. Top of the fourth, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we move to the top of the fourth inning. Coeur d'Alene Lumbermen lead the Miners of Butte 2-1. It is Coeur d'Alene's turn to bat at the top of the fourth with Brendan Gay ready to go. So Brendan Gay comes to the plate. He reached off an error his first at bat. And it looks as though the rain has backed off to just a light drizzle as Ryan Wall on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound will deliver over the plate for strike 1. Lumberman would get on the board in the top of the second with 2 runs, and Butte would swing back with a run of their own in the bottom. Gay will bounce this one to the third baseman, and he can't put it in the glove, and Gay will reach off the error for the second time today. Brings us to Peyton Childers with 1 on and no outs. Here's Wall with the stretch. And this one's popped over the head of the second baseman, will bounce in center field, and that puts runners at first and second with no outs for the Lumbermen. Landon Thompson, the left fielder, now at the plate for the Lumbermen with no outs and runners at first and second. Next game coming up at 6 p.m. between these Lumbermen of Coeur d'Alene and the Missoula Mavericks, the host team. Here's Wall to deliver. And that's going to cause a duck, and it gets out of Buney's hands. And the runners will advance to second and third. And Voorhees will throw a ball back to the dugout. It's a little bit of a light drizzle now. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it is coming down very lightly. Pitch on the way by Wall. And he'll have ball 2. 2-0 to Thompson. Landon Thompson would ground out to the third baseman. His first at bat. And this one will have eyes. The shortstop will block it. The throw to second is made, and the force out down the line, and Gay is going to come down the line to third, and he'll be pinched in. And Gay will go down, and that will be the out. Runners at second and third, though, for the Miners. with 1 out. Riley Smith at the plate. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to go high and foul down the third base line for strike 1. Smith was struck out his first at bat in the second inning. He's got runners at second and third. And Wall with the stretch. Here's another foul ball, just about the same track as the last ball came off the bat for strike 2. Here's the pitch. And a roller. This time the shortstop will have it. The throw to first is high and off target. Run will score from third, and that will move everybody around to second and third. And Coeur d'Alene will extend their lead 3-1 with the runner reaching off the air.
Hey, he gets home.
Number 16, Quinn Constance.
He gets home. If that ball's dead.
And they're going to go ahead and bring home the runner from third for Coeur d'Alene, and it's now 4-1 Miners on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. So a runner at second with 2 outs. And it's Quinn Consis for Coeur d'Alene at the plate. Here's the pitch. And we get a ball. Grounds crew's going to have some work at home plate between this game and the Mavericks game. One out, runner at second, and Voorhees will give us the strike call to put the count at 1-1 with 1 out. For Consis, he had a single that earned 2 runs for the Lumbermen to get them on the board in the second. Here's the pitch and a swing for strike 2.
Gone to strike hitter.
One and 2 on the count to Consis. We didn't see Consis yesterday against Bozeman. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to hobble down the third base line, foul, and we stay at 1 and 2 on the count. 1 out on the board with a runner at second. It is the top of the order in the on-deck circle.
What'd you get? You got M&M's? That's awesome. That's better than the sucker.
Neither bullpen with any type of action. So manager's letting it roll as Wall will let this one get away. And we go even on the count at 2.
Come to you now on 6. There you go.
Four 4-1 Miners on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. This one's going to roll to the first baseman, and the race will be won by Wall to the bag. They're going to punch him out, but the runner will advance to third. That's 2 outs on the board now for the Lumbermen. And we swing to the top of the order to Jake Brown.
Good to have 2 pounds of mud on his plate to
Wall with the stretch. And here's a high floater down the first base line. It'll stay fair. Runner will score from third. And with 2 outs, Coeur d'Alene will have a runner at first as Marcus Manzardo comes to the plate. And a throw to first before we see Marcus Manzardo. Manzardo 0 for 2. And this is going to be a pitch between the legs of Buny. Pitch thrown was a ball, so we go 1-0 to Manzardo. Here's the pitch, and Voorhees will bark out strike 1. For Manzardo, he would get in, batting in the number 2 spot yesterday against Bozeman. Manzardo would go 1 for 4, singled his second at bat, and earned a run. And Voorhees says strike 2. Manzardo will use his bat to clean the mud off his cleats as the rain is just barely dropping in here. And a high pitch into the center fielder's glove will finish out the side. So 3 runs earned, 1 left behind, and the Lumbermen lead 5-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Bottom of the 4th, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Allegiance Field, Ogren Park for the second full day of the 2019 Missoula Mavericks Memorial Day Tournament. And it is Reese Cox to lead things off for the Miners here in the bottom of the 4th as David Crack will drop in a ball for the first pitch. Cox struck out his first at bat in the second inning. He'll let this one go by for ball 2. Two and 0 to lead off batter on the inning. It is the 6, 7, 8 batters as we get strike 1 now. 2-1. Here's the pitch. And a foul ball will be risen up over the concession stands down the first base line to even us out at 2. So our last game of the day comes up at 6 with Coeur d'Alene taking on the Mavericks. Tomorrow morning we'll be back right here at Allegiance Field for a 10 o'clock game as we get a pitch in for ball 3 to get us to a full count. So 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, it'll be Butte and Bozeman. 12:30 game will be Coeur d'Alene and Vauxhall as this one is high over first base. First baseman's calling for it. He'll have it in the glove, and there's one away. So we come to Hunter Buney, the catcher. The 3:30 game tomorrow will be the Mavericks versus Great Falls. And then the championship game will be played at 6 o'clock. Right now it's Vauxhall, 3-0. This one's hit right at Crack. He'll gather it up, the throw to first, and that's 2 away now. And we go to Eric Hart, the number 8 batter. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch by Crack. And we'll have ball 1. Pitch on the way. And it'll be ball 2, so 2-0. Bottom of 4 of 7 innings. Here's the pitch. And outside to build to 3-0 on the count. David Crack, your pitcher on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. And this one is line drive into the shortstop's glove, and that is the side. No runs, no hits. 1, 2, 3 for the Miners. We come back with the top of the 5th. Coeur d'Alene leading 5-1. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We do have a change on the field, and I'm a little bit confused because they said 17 for 5. But we will go with it. That's Kean O'Neill. As we go to the top of the 5th inning, Coeur d'Alene with 5 runs, 2 in the 2nd, 3 in the 4th. 5 runs off of 4 hits. There has been 2 errors committed. Leading off the inning for the Lumberman is the 3rd baseman, Alex Carnes. It is Ryan Wall on the mound for his 5th inning of action. Pitch on the way. And it's over the plate for a strike. So our umpire told us that it was 17 for 5, but 5 is standing at first base. So we'll have to figure out who's on first. Pitch on the way, and a bouncer down the first base line, picked up by the 2nd baseman. The pitch, but the runner will beat the ball to the bag, and that will put a runner on for Coeur d'Alene here in the 5th inning. We come to Trent Elstad, the catcher now, with 1 on and nobody out. Here's the throw to first by Wall, Ryan Wall. Here's the pitch. And we go even on the count at 1. For Elstad, he's 0 for 2. Would be the final out in the first and third, both times off the strikeout. Throw to first now. And the pickoff. Out number 1 will be a pickoff at first.
Pick him up, Trent.
So Elstad will settle back in with nobody on, and we go even on the count at 1. Here's the pitch. And that one will not go in the glove of Buney for ball 2. 2-1. It is Brendan Gay in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. And this one will roll fair to the third baseman. And he can't put it in the glove as he slides in the grass, and the runner will reach. And I'm going to figure that is an error. And they do put it up on the board as an error. So Elstad will reach off of the error, taking us to Brendan Gay. And Gay has reached both his at-bats off the error. Let's see if he can get on once again, but this time without the error. That's 4 against the Miners as Wall will check the runner and stretch, and time is called just as Wall goes to stretch. Gay is the designated hitter for the game. Didn't see him yesterday against Bozeman. He did have a little time in the bullpen, but never got a chance to come out and throw. Here's Wall with the pitch, and we go outside. For ball 1. Yesterday we would have games decided on the 8-run rule in the 5th inning, the first 3, and then last night the Mavericks and the Bucks would play a conference game that would go 8. And then this morning Vauxhall would come back out and in their dominating fashion take down Great Falls, and then Great Falls and Bozeman would play, and that would go the full 7. Even count at 1 for Gay. He looks down the third base line to get the signal and now settles in to the box. Wall gets the pitch, checks the runner, and now the stretch. Throw to first. We already had one pickoff over there on the inning at first. Wall with the stretch and set. Runner's going to go. Throw to second is made. It's a high throw, but the runner will slide in. No tag. Pitch thrown was a ball. No, it's a strike. So 1 and 2 with a stolen base. And number 38 is in the on-deck circle for Coeur d'Alene. That's Bodie Bailey. Low pitch gets us even on the count at 2. So Bodie Bailey coming in, and it looks like he's going to be in the Peyton Childers spot as we're 2-2. And this one will get by the pitcher, picked up by the shortstop. The throw to first is made and just ahead of Gay, and that will be 2 outs. The runner advances to third. Now batting for Childers is number 38, Bodie Bailey. So Coeur d'Alene bringing in a change here in the batting order, or the batting lineup. 2 outs, and the first pitch to Bailey will be outside for a ball. Left-handed batter. And Bailey would be the designated hitter yesterday against Bozeman, going 0 for 3. A swing for strike 1 to even us out. For Great Falls in the bottom of the 5th, it is the bottom of the order to start things off. 9-1-2 will be the schedule. Rain continues to lightly fall here at Allegiance Field as we get strike 2. So 1 and 2 on the count. Here's the pitch. And we're back outside to even us up at 2. Pitchers having to battle through the moisture. "5-1" is your score on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Wall now will deliver the 2-2. And a foul ball will go to the grassy area down the third base line. Kind of a cool, well, not kind of, it is a cool setup here at Allegiance Field, home of the Missoula Osprey Pioneer League, affiliate of the Arizona Diamondbacks. But down the third base line, they've got a general seating area that's a grassy hill, as this one's going to be fouled back that direction to stay at 2-2. But it's kind of cool to come here on a beautiful summer evening, lay the blanket out, and watch some baseball from over there. I was talking to the groundskeeper, Ed, this morning when I came in, and we were talking about the field, and I'm extremely partial to Allegiance Field as we get a high pitch to make it a full count at 3-2. I've been to all of the Montana-based Pioneer League fields, Helena, Great Falls, and Billings, and this one here, I mean, the backdrop, you sit right along the Clark Fork River, and a strikeout to end the side. So no runs earned. We go to the bottom of, or the top of the 6th, 5-1. Lumberman. Back after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN, the bottom of the 5th inning with the Coeur d'Alene Lumbermen leading the Miners 5-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. For the Miners, it is the bottom of the order. Egan Lester, 9-1-2 is your schedule on the inning. Lester to settle in. David Crack on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound for his 5th inning of service. And this one's going to be fouled back into the catcher for strike 1. 4 innings on the mound for Crack, and he's only got 45 pitches, so doing well on the pitch count as we drop in for ball 1 to even the count out. Pitch on the way, and a swing will get us to strike 2. For Lester, he would reach off a bunt. He's going to reach for this one. It's going to hop in front of the third baseman. Shortstop will pick it up, but it will be a reach for the leadoff man here in the top of the 5th. And it looks like that will be scored as an error. So the runner reaching off the error, that'll be number 3 for the Lumberman. Swings us to the top of the order to Rylan Richards as the throw is made to first. Pitch on the way. A swing, and that one was dirty by Crack as it came down the tube, and just as it got to the dirt, it would make its curve outside on the right-handed batter. Here's the pitch, and it's low for ball 1. Evens the count out at 1. Runner at first, no outs. Bottom of the 5th. Coeur d'Alene leading 5-1. Coeur d'Alene with 5 runs off of 5 hits. The Miners with 1 run off of 5 hits. For Butte yesterday, it'd be a tough day, as they would have 1 hit between 10 innings and no runs. They would go no-hitter as the runner's going to go. Here's the swing. Throw to second is made, and not in time as the shortstop cannot hold on to the ball, and the runner will get the base. Pitch thrown was a strike. Richards 0 for 2, struck out his last at-bat. And Voorhees will rip the phone book for the strikeout call, and that's 1 away. We come to Scout Allen now, as Richards has back-to-back strikeouts. Allen, the second baseman, 1 for 2 today. And he'll blink this one just fair down the first base line. They're going to wave the, nope, holding the runner at third. So with 1 out, the Miners will have runners on the corners. Takes us to Ryan Wall. And he's going to clean the bat off in the grass. And Wall taking a few moments here and steps in. 1 on, 1 out. Runners at first and third and 1 out. Runner's going to go. The throw will be made, but it's going to be behind. Runner at third will hold, and the stolen base will be taken. Pitch thrown was a ball. So runners at second and third now for the Miners as they're looking to go to work. Down 4 runs, and a high pitch will get us ball 2. And action in the Miners bullpen. And a pitch over the plate will get us strike 1 to get Crack into the count. It is Kenley Leary warming up as we get a foul shot into the catcher to even our count out at 2. So a possible change. Runners at second and third with 1 out. Pitch on the way, and a swing and a strikeout. So Wall will be knocked down with a K for out number 2. And we come to Aiden Lee. And it is Keenan that's going to bat in the place of Keon. And this one's into the gap. It's got some leg. It's going to bounce all the way to the warning track. 1 run will score. The second run will score. And the Miners will have a 2-run double with 2 outs. Brings us to Keon O'Neill, batting in the number 5 spot in the place of Heddick. And the catcher will take a few moments to gather himself. He's got a lot to contend with in the mud down there at home plate. And a swing for O'Neill for strike 1. O'Neill would get in on both games yesterday, going 0 for 2 against the Chargers as Crack will deliver, fouled off for strike 2. Against Vauxhall, O'Neill 0 for 2 as well, so he is 0 for 4 on the weekend. Here's the 0-2, and this one will roll past the third baseman. It's got lots of leg as it's all the way down. Runner's going to come around the corner as the throw is made, and the Miners will make it a 1-run game here in the bottom of the 5th. And O'Neill stands at second, bringing in Lee. And that takes us to Reese Cox, the shortstop, and the first pitch to him will be a foul tip for strike 1. And Coeur d'Alene with a pitcher, as this one is going to go wild for ball 1. And it's number 28 in the bullpen, as we're going to have a visit from the coach of the Lumberman, Dylan Brum. Warming up as the visit happening on the mound right now. You know, folks, we get to work with some great people here at MPSN that support our local high school sports athletes. One of them is celebrating an anniversary, and that would be Tip Coburn and Associates. They've been practicing criminal defense as well as other areas of law since 1959. If you need some legal advice, a little help, you should check out their website, tcsattorneys.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montanans since 1959. So Cox will settle in, and here's the pitch by Crack. And it'll be strike 2. So 1-2 on the count with 2 outs and a runner at third. 3 runs earned for Butte here in the bottom of the 5th, and that one looked like it might have breezed the batter, but they're going to say ball 2. Pitch on the way. And it's outside to give us a full count at 3-2. Hunter Buney in the on-deck circle. Both bullpens active on the inning. This one's going to be a hack into right field, and the right fielder with the dive on the out to finish the side. 3 runs earned, 1 left behind, and it's 5-4 Coeur d'Alene. Top of the 6th coming up right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN. Top of the 6th inning, Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Hello, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the game here and enjoying your Memorial Day weekend. We go to the top of the 6th inning with Coeur d'Alene leading Butte 5-4, and a change at the pitching position for the Miners, as Kenley Leary will come in, and his first batter he'll face is Landon Thompson. So 7-8-9 for the Lumbermen here in the 6th inning, as Leary will deliver a strike to start things off for his term. Ryan Wall would go 5 innings, strike out 1, walk 4, 5 runs off of 5 hits, 77 total pitches. And a pitch over the plate will get a strike 2. So Thompson at the plate, Riley Smith in the on deck, and Quinn Consis in. And this is going to be a hit by pitch to put a runner on for Coeur d'Alene, and that is the first hit by pitch we have for the game. I'm going to double check. And that is right. Brings us to number 25, Riley Smith, with 1 on and no outs. Smith in center field, 0 for 2. Pitch, and that one will come in for a ball. And first base coach is going to come into Max Cannon, our field umpire, and discuss something with Cannon. Short discussion as we come back to action. Smith yesterday, 1 for 3. Singled his second at bat. A strikeout his first and a ground out his last. Leary with the stretch. Runner's going to go, and he'll come back to first as we get a pitch over the plate for strike 1. No outs on the board here in the top of the 6th inning. Coeur d'Alene looking to see if they can extend their lead. They'd earned 2 runs in the second. Add 3 more in the 4th to get their 5 runs. For the Miners, 1 run in the second and 3 in the 5th, as Voorhees says strike 2. So 1 and 2 with a runner at first, no outs. Here's Leary with the stretch. Runner's going to go. The throw will be made, and sliding in safely is Thompson. pitch thrown was a ball to even us out at 2 on the count. So Smith settles in, facing the 2-2. Leary with the pitch and a swing to strike out the batter for out number 1. We go to the bottom of the order now. Quinn Consis, I apologize. Quinn Consis with 1 on and 1 out. Landon Thompson standing at second. Here's Leary with the deal, and he'll come inside for ball 1. Top of the order in the on-deck circle for Coeur d'Alene. Here's the pitch. And a swing for strike 1 to even out our count. For Consis, he's 1 for 2. Singled his first at-bat that drove in 2 runs to get Coeur d'Alene on the board with a ground out to the first baseman, his second at-bat. Leary now, foot on the rubber, the stretch. Here's the 1-1. And a no-look, strike 2. Runner at second, steps away. Leary keeps an eye on him. Here's the stretch. And we go outside to even up the count at 2. Final game of the day at 6 o'clock. It'll be Coeur d'Alene versus the Mavericks. Here's the pitch. And a shot punched straight up in the air, fouled towards third base. It will come into play, but it's in the glove of the third baseman. And that will be out number 2. Brings us to Jake Brown, top of the order. 2 outs and a runner at second for the Lumberman. Top of the 6th inning in a 7-inning game. Next game is going to be at 6. We get things going tomorrow at 10. 3 games and then the championship game. Miners versus the Bucks, Coeur d'Alene versus Vauxhall, and Missoula versus Great Falls. Championship game will be at 6. Right now it is Vauxhall leading the way. Mavericks 1-1. As we get the pitch and a swing for strike 1 by Brown. Brown is 1 for 3, walked his first at bat and singled with an RBI. His last. Bozeman at 2-1 on the record. Mavericks are 1-1. Both these teams looking for their first win as it's picked up by the shortstop, and the runner will win the race to the bag as we get a run earned by Coeur d'Alene to make it 6-4. Takes us to number 22. Coming in to bat in the spot of Marcus Manzardo. And Leary will deliver a ball for the first pitch. Bryson Coppice. And Coppice will stare down ball 2. So 2-0. We did see Coppice yesterday against Bozeman, and he would go 0 for 3, a grounder, a pop out, and a line drive. Coppice would be the third baseman. And a throw to first to stick the runner back on the bag. Lumberman with a run here in the 6th to make it 6-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. 6 runs off of 6 hits for the Lumberman. The Miners, 4 runs off of 8 hits. Here's the pitch by Leary. And they'll say strike one to get Leary into the count. Alex Carnes in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Runner's going to go. High pitch ball. It's going to be thrown to second on the hop, but the runner will slide in safe. And we go 3-1 on the count. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th for the Miners. When we get to the bottom of the 6th, it's the bottom of their order, 7, 8, 9 batters. As Leary spies the runner at second. Here's the pitch. He's going to go. The throw down the line to third base, and this time it's not held on to. And the pitch thrown had to have been of a strike because it was 3-1 on the count. Waiting for Voorhees. He's not going to give us the count, so we'll leave it at 3-1. Runner at third. Here's the pitch. And that will walk the batter to put runners on the corners for the Lumbermen. Brings up Alex Carnes now with 2 outs and runners on the corners for Coeur d'Alene. Carnes, the third baseman, he would pitch last night, and now Buney will stand up and signal the field. But Carnes would start out on the mound against Bozeman, pitching 5 innings, 2 strikeouts, a walk, a hit by pitch, 4 runs off of 5 hits. Runner's going to go, and Buney will not make the throw as Brown was starting to make his way down the line. And waiting for the signal. I think we had a ball, and that's exactly what's going to be put up on the board. 1-0. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And high for ball 2. Leary would come in the 6th inning after Ryan Wall would pitch full 5 innings. And Voorhees will give us strike 1 to get Leary into the count. 2-1 with runners at second and third, 2 outs. Coeur d'Alene earning 1 run so far. This one's going to be punched high, foul, as it comes down right on top of us. Everybody jumping. And we're at 2-2. Leary with the pitch. And this one's going to be hit right over the first baseman's head. They'll swing around the runners. Runner from third scores. Runner from second is around the corner and comes across the plate. And the shot down the first base line will earn 2 runs for the Lumbermen. And it looks as though we are going to have LaProse come out for a visit. And Leary having to clean the mud off of his cleats with the stick that's provided, and LaProse comes out to check in with his pitcher, and we'll head back to the dugout. Leary now waiting on the rubber as Trent Elstad settles in. Here's the pitch, and it'll be high for ball one. 2 outs on the board. Lumberman earning 3 runs here in the 6th to make it 8-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. 8 runs off of 7 hits. 3 errors committed. Total is 7 between the two teams on the error tally. And an outside pitch, and they're going to call a balk, which will send the runner to second. Tough sledding out there for both the pitcher and the catcher, as the pitcher's mound is getting roughed up, and home plate looks like the surface of Mars. Here's the pitch, and this one will come off the middle of the bat, high, foul to even the count out at 1. Now Buney will take some time to clean the mud off his cleats. And action in the bullpen down the first base line for the Miners. It is a teen number coming out. Not sure if it's a 12 or a 17. We'll wait for him to turn around. Runner at second. 2 outs. Here's the 1-1. And we go outside for ball 2. So it's either Casey Kotzman. Can't be Kean O'Neill. Yes, he's on the field. So I'm going to say it's Kotzman. It looks like a 12 now, as this one's rocketed down the left field line. It's got some leg, it's got some height, and it's off of the ABC Montana billboard. A run is earned as Elstad will stand up at second. We come to Brandon Gay now. With 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Gay reached off of an error both his first and second time at bat, grounded out to the shortstop his last. And a pitch over the plate to start things off for Leary to get strike 1. And it is number 12 warming up in the bullpen. And that's Casey Kotzman. Throw to second. Looking to get out of the inning, the Miners here. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to come off the grips. It's a high floater that's going to go short into left field. It'll earn a run, and that will be the first time that Gay will reach officially, as he did reach off of an error first 2 times. And we are now 10-4 Miners, and Coeur d'Alene will put a pitcher in. David Crack is out there throwing once again. He was already up to start the game, as we get a pitch in for ball 1. Wonder if they're warming up the catcher. Here's the pitch. And just outside the plate for ball 2. 2-0 for Leary. 2 Bodie Bailey. And a strike pitch to Bailey to get Leary in. So Bodie Bailey would come in for Peyton Childers to finish out the 5th inning. He would have a strikeout. And this one's rolled right at Leary. He'll glove it. The race to the bag, the toss, and that is the side. 5 runs earned with 1 left behind, and the Lumbermen lead 10-4. Bottom of the 6th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN, bottom of the 6th inning, where the Coeur d'Alene Lumbermen lead the Butte Miners 10-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And we did see Crack throwing in the bullpen, and I think with the extended inning there for the Lumbermen, they wanted to keep his arm loose. Crack will have the first pitch thrown to Buney, and he will throw a ball. So the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 batters with Buney leading off. This one's going to roll out, and the shortstop with the knee slide. High throw. It's way over the first baseman's head as the ball will settle on top of the dugout in the netting. And the runner, they're going to score that as an error. Eric Hart now with the left fielder settles in. Hart is 1 for 2, a single and a line drive. Line drive would finish out the 4th inning. Here's a reach on the swing for strike 1. And now there is a pitcher in with ball 1, and it is Dylan Brom continuing to warm up in the bullpen. So Brom in the bullpen as this one's banged foul off of the batter's ankle for strike 2, and those ones smart. So Brum warming up for the Lumbermen and Kotzman for the Chargers. Pitch on the way. And this one swung on, does have contact. So we'll stay at 1-2. Leadoff batter on the inning, and Buney took that one hard off of his ankle as he's still kind of gimping around. He's going to go down the third base line and talk to LaProse, the Miners coach. And he points to the inside of his left ankle with the bat as he gimps back to the plate. Those ones that come off like that, the velocity of the pitch combined with the interaction with the bat can sometimes be lethal. Here's the pitch, and this one will bounce out. Shortstop will have it. The throw to first is this time on target, and we will have out number 1 with the runner holding at second. Brings us to Egan Lester, the bottom of the order. 1 out and 1 on, and Lester will have this one line drived into the first baseman. The race to the bag is won by Crack as the throw by the first baseman is just ahead, and that will be 2 away now here in the bottom of the 6th. Brings us to the top of the order. Rylan Richards as the first pitch into Richards is a ball. Coeur d'Alene leading 10-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Pitch on the way. And Voorhees will bark out strike to even the count out at 1. Top of the order. Here's the pitch. And a swing. This one's going to be a bouncer, foul. And we go to 1-2 on the count. So more action coming up at 6 o'clock between Coeur d'Alene and Missoula. And then we come back in the morning at 10 for Butte versus Bozeman. This one's a roller to the third baseman. He'll glove it. The throw to first is on target, and that's the side. Runner is left behind for the Miners. And at the bottom, going into the top of the 7th, that's 10-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Coeur d'Alene will get to bat right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top of the 7th inning, and a change on the mound as Casey Kotzman will come in for the Miners. So Kenley Leary done. 1 inning, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, 5 runs off of 4 hits. And it's the bottom of the order for Coeur d'Alene, 7, 8, 9 batters with Landon Thompson to lead the side. Next game at 6. Mavericks and Coeur d'Alene, and then we come in tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Miners and Bucks, Coeur d'Alene and Vauxhall at 12:30, and Missoula and Great Falls at 3:30. And then we have the championship game. Right now, Vauxhall looking to be the team to challenge. So Landon Thompson comes to the plate. To lead the inning off. Rain has stopped here in Missoula. And fans starting to enjoy the seats. Buny, after meeting with Kotzman on the mound, requests a fresh baseball from Voorhees. Klein Voorhees, our plate umpire, Max E. Cannon Jr. down the first base line. We get ready for Kotzman's first pitch. And it's going to be high for ball 1. Thompson is 1 for 3. Singled his second at bat and was hit by a pitch his last at bat. He would lead off the 5th inning. So the Lumberman batting around as we get ball 2 in the 5th inning. 2 runs for Landon Thompson. Here's the 2-0. And over the plate for strike one. 2-1 on the count. And I imagine we'll probably have a delay depending on how the 7th inning goes. But the grounds crew here at Allegiance Field will have some work to do on the pitcher's mound and at the plate, as Voorhees will give us strike two. So even count at 2 to Thompson. Kotzman would get behind and then throw a pair of strike pitches. And this one will go foul behind the plate. Keeps the batter alive at 2-2. It's Riley Smith in the on-deck circle. For the Lumbermen. They'll have the Mavericks right after this game. But for the rest of the teams, as Vauxhall is 3-0, Mavericks are 1-1 after their win over Bozeman last night. This one is hit hard into left field, and that will put a runner on for the Lumbermen to start the inning. We come to Riley Smith. So the Mavericks 1-1. The Bucks picked up their second win, so they're 2-1. Vauxhall 3-0. Coeur d'Alene 0-1, and the Miners 0-2. Great Falls 1-2. Here's the pitch by Kotzman, showing bunt. The left-hander will see strike one in Smith. And Dylan Brum continues to warm up in the bullpen down the third base line. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be punched high into right field. Right fielder is over there, and he'll find it in the glove for out number one. And we move to the bottom of the order for the Lumbermen to Quinn Consis, the right fielder. And a dive into the bag for the pickoff throw. Coeur d'Alene, 10 runs off of 10 hits. They've left four behind. They do have 4 errors. Miners, 4 runs off of 8 hits. They've left 6 behind. And this one's a line drive into the glove of the shortstop. Throw to first, the tag, and that will end the side. So held to nothing. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Butte needing to put in some work. We'll be back right after this.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of prep sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the 7th inning. It is uphill for the Miners if they've got to earn 6 runs to extend the game. Walk off with 7. Scout Allen will lead things off for the Miners, but before we get there, we have a new face on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, and that would be Dylan Brum. So for David Crack, it would be 6 innings, 4 runs off of 8 hits, 6 strikeouts, no walks, no hit by pitch, and a total of 78 pitches. Scout Allen settles in, the right-hander ready for the first pitch, and Brum will deliver And it's hit foul for strike one, and that's what you want your closing pitcher to do, is throw strikes. A swing for strike two. For Allen, he's 2 for 3, a pair of singles and a run. He would single his first and third at bat, a grounder to the third baseman. His second. This one's reached for, and it's going to hop right in front of the second baseman. Second and short kind of run into each other, and that will get the runner on to start the inning. Brings us to Ryan Wall now. Wall struggling. 2 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts, and Brum will deliver a ball to start the at-bat for Wall. Here's the 1-0. And Wall will slide out of the way for ball 2. That puts Aiden Lee in the on-deck circle. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, and it does have contact. Regardless, it's strike one. So those of you that are tuned in and will be tuned in for the 6 o'clock game between Coeur d'Alene and Missoula, as this one comes inside for a ball to make it 3-1 on the count. Unofficially, expect a slightly later start time, as the grounds crew will have to put some product down to help out with the moisture around home plate. A walk now to put runners at first and second for the Miners. Takes us to Aiden Lee, the first baseman. Looks down the line. LaProse gives him the count, or the signal. And runners at first and second step away. Here's the pitch by Brum. And it'll be across the plate for strike one. Here's the pitch. And this one's hit high into left field. Left fielder will come over, puts it in the glove, and that's one away in the bottom of the seventh. Brings us to Keenan O'Neill, his second at bat, as he would come in for Peyton Heddick in the fourth inning. In the order, he didn't come in defensively. It was a straight switch between innings, and Brum will deliver a strike. And it looks like we do have rain falling. Pitch on the way. Outside, and we go even on the count at 1. Brum now with the stretch and set. And a swing foul to get a strike two. 1-2 on the count for O'Neill. O'Neill would double with an RBI his first at bat. His only at bat, I should say. Here's the 1-2 by Brum. And this one slapped into left field. Left fielder's backtracking all the way to the warning track. Runners will head back to first and second, and that's 2 away now here in the bottom of the seventh. Brings us to Reese Cox for the fourth time today. As the Miners are staring down their third loss. Here's the pitch. And it's inside for ball one. One and 0 is what Voorhees says with the sign. For Cox, he is 0 for 3. Struck out his first at bat. As we get ball two from Brum. Strike out his first at bat. A pop to first base and a line drive into left field. It was a short one as the left fielder would come up to get it. Here's the pitch, and this one is going to be inside. It looked like it did tag the batter, but we moved to 3-0 on the count. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Coeur d'Alene looking to stick the runners and finish the game, and we will have strike 1 to put Brum in the count. Hunter Buney in the on-deck circle, hoping for an opportunity. Here's the pitch. And a walk to load the bases. Takes us to Hunter Buney with loaded bases and 2 outs. Buney, one of 3 players with 2 hits on the day, as he's going to foul this one off for strike 1. Eric Hart in the on-deck circle. Loaded bases, runners move, and the outside pitch will take us to an even count at 1. Here's the pitch. And low for ball 2, 2-1. So Brum slowing down here in the later batters. This is only the second game of the Legion season for Coeur d'Alene, as time is called. And the third baseman will come in and chat with Brum. But Coeur d'Alene having boys playing in the high school level, as Idaho has high school baseball. Pitch on the way. And we go 3-1 on the count. Nowhere to put Buney with loaded bases. And the pitch. And that will be 3-2 on the count. The pros wanted the count. Now he gets it 3-2. Buney settles in for Buney. 1 for 3, and that's a strikeout to finish the game. Coeur d'Alene with the win. 10 runs off of 11 hits, 4 errors, and 4 left behind. The Miners, 4 runs off of 9 hits, 4 errors, and 6 left behind. Next game is scheduled for 6 o'clock. We'll step aside and bring you Missoula versus Coeur d'Alene right after this.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.
Well,